Before I start this video, I just want to let you know that if you like Funky Friday, that is fine. But at the same time, what makes you sit down and spend countless hours playing Funky Friday when there are multiple better FNF Roblox games out there? Like, what does Funky Friday have that others don't? There are games like Monday Morning Misery, Saturday Night Swaggin', and many other Roblox games out there, so you can't just sit down and say, it's the only good FNF game that's out. Now, I know I make it seem like I just really hate Funky Friday, but back in the old days, I remember loving this game and spending countless hours on it. Just look at how many hours I've synced into it. I remember spending countless hours streaming the game or getting hyped whenever they would drop a new FNF mod. New map, I loved it. New GUI, I loved it. This is when Funky Friday was at its peak, with countless people playing it for hours. But what happens when something gets too popular? The devs get lazy and decide to sit back and let all the Robux flow in. Time and time again, we get big promises with very little results. A great example is when they promise changeable maps to Funky Friday. That way, you don't just have to sit down and play the same stage over and over again. But then it took them 2 months to get it to work, and once they did, it turned out to be a clunky, cluttery mess with barely any maps to actually play. There were times when people who were using no map, a feature that helps you stop the lag of Funky Friday, just weren't allowed to use it because whenever they did, it just kept them on the main map. And by the way, speaking of lag, Funky Friday might be one of the laggiest Roblox games out there. Which, I mean, the lag has severely been dealt with, but I can think of countless times where combos were ruined over lag. This was one of the main reasons why I quit playing this game. They just made it an awful mess to play, even on the top of the line PCs. Another bigger reason was probably the lack of content. Over time, Funky Friday just stopped adding more and more mods. It got to a point where people flooded Discords begging for certain mods to be added, but they still didn't listen. The Versus LED mod dropped 2 months ago, and they just now added it. While other FNF games slaved away adding new content to their games and even tried to evolve and bring in new audiences, Funky Friday just sat down on their throne and racked in those sweet, sweet premium payouts and Robux. From what you might add, oh yeah, did I mention the microtransaction Funky Friday shoves down your throat? If you're confused by what I mean, in Funky Friday you can pay for animation, aka the little funny dance your character does when you press a button. But here's the thing, it's not the fact that Funky Friday has microtransactions that's the problem, it's the fact that they are priced so high. Look at this, it's the Austin animation priced at 850 points, which is $5 if you buy it off the site and $2.97 if you use the Roblox. You know what I mean. Let's say you want to get it by just playing fairly. This is a way longer process. I played Super Swag on Shaggy's side and missed 42 times and got 30 points. If I was to keep that up, I need to play 29 times. And 29 times 2 minutes and 28 seconds, aka how long it took me to play that game, equals 1 hour and 6 minutes. I then played Digraphophobia on BF side and missed 10 times and got 19 points. 850 divided by 19 would result in 44 games. Digraphophobia is a 2 minute and some change long song. Times that by 44 and you get 90. Subtract 60 from it, you get 30. So it'll take you 1 hour and 30 minutes in order to get the awesome animation. There's a lot more math I can do, but I'm not going to drag out this entire video, but just know you have to put in a lot of effort to get that one animation. And that's just for the people who are actually good at FNF. So you're probably saying, Timbo, of course the animation would cost that much. It's a freaking robot. Well, take a look. Yeah, there is no robot. You're paying for the stance that it's in. Nowhere did they warn you that you were buying an animation that's just an idiotic stance. And here's the thing, if I was to go to a game like Monday Morning Misery, I would be able to do the exact same thing, but for free, with tons of other skins that come along with it. The fact that Funky Friday charges you as much as they do for the animations is absurd, which I get the animators spend tons of hours working on these. Which is why I said I'm not upset about being forced to grind to unlock new animations. Because here's the thing, the premium payouts give developers a lot of cash. I, a person who made an awful Roblox game, made 667 Robux from premium payouts in about 2 months of work. And Roblox already confirmed the fact that premium payouts are the same for all games. So just think about how much money Funky Friday is actually making through premium payouts. They have at least 2 premium members in every server, and at the time of recording, there are 26,319 players playing Funky Friday right now. But instead, I'm just going to round that down to 26,000. 14 divided by 26,000, we get 1,857. That means there are 1,857 servers. Times that by 2, we get at least 3,714 premium players playing at around 8 PM. Again, this is a very low ball estimate, and if we were to say that each person played for 30 minutes, that's 111,420 minutes worth of premium users' time. Now this is where it gets tricky, seeing as I don't really know how to convert that into actual Robux they may have made, but just know I made 600 Robux from making an awful game that only got around 800 visits. Just think about how much a popular game like Funky Friday has made, and how much of that could go to paying the devs and animators. Which might I add, why are there so many devs and animators for Funky Friday, but they still can't fix simple glitches? Due to this, Funky Friday will ship out an awful, unfinished mess and then will go dormant for a while, and as soon as there's another popular FNF game rising, they add a popular mod and get awarded their crown once again. If you want to play an actual good FNF Roblox game, go and play Monday Morning Misery or something, because the current state of Funky Friday isn't a